You know, sweetheart, sometimes I honestly feel like I'm going to become a stranger in my own home after we get married, because my family is already completely obsessed with you. I'm not even exaggerating. The other day, we were all sitting together, just casually chatting, when somehow the conversation shifted to you. And from that point onward, it was just you, and you. It felt like I was just a background character in my own family's gathering. What truly surprised me was how fiercely protective they already are of you. I made a light-hearted joke about you, nothing serious, just a small, harmless remark, and immediately, I was shut down. Everyone ganged up on me, telling me not to joke about you, saying you're too sweet and genuine to be made fun of, even in jest. That's when it hit me, my family has already picked a side, and it's not mine. I've officially lost them to you. In all seriousness, though, they genuinely hold you in the highest regard. They talk about you as if you're this rare gem, someone incredibly different from the usual crowd. They say you're mature, kind, grounded, and deeply respectful toward family and elders. They admire how you carry yourself with such grace and simplicity. According to them, you're not just a good person, you're the ideal life partner, the kind of person they hoped I'd end up with, but never imagined I'd actually be lucky enough to find. They keep saying things like, she values relationships, or she really cares about others' feelings, and she's brought so much warmth to our family already. Honestly, they make it sound like they won the lottery when you came into our lives, not just me. I find myself wondering, what is this magic you've done on them? You've left such a deep impression that they can't even tolerate a single negative word spoken about you, not even as a joke. As much as I tease about it, seeing my family shower you with so much love and admiration actually fills me with happiness and pride. It's something I've always dreamed of, having my partner be loved by my family, and to see such a strong, beautiful bond forming between you and them brings me immense peace. I used to be nervous, honestly. I wondered if you'd like them, or if they'd truly understand and accept you. But all those worries are long gone now. You fit in so naturally, as though you've always been a part of us. Thank you for being this amazing. You've made this transition so seamless. You've managed to win over every single person in my life without even trying. It leaves me wondering, is there anyone you haven't impressed? No matter where I go, people only have good things to say about you. It's almost like you leave a little light behind wherever you go. Everyone tells me how lucky I am and keeps reminding me to always keep you happy. At this point, I feel like I've been completely overshadowed. Sometimes I joke that after marriage, they might forget about me entirely. They'll ask, who's this guy again, and then proceed to pamper you while I stand in the corner, pretending not to feel left out. It's funny but also a tiny bit true, I do get a little jealous of all the love and attention you receive. Not because you don't deserve it, you absolutely do, but because, well, I want a little bit of that love too. I want to matter just a tiny bit in comparison to you. But hey, I guess that's the price I have to pay for choosing someone as incredible as you. Just promise me one thing, love me on their behalf too. You've already taken over their hearts, now you've got to take care of mine as well. And in return, I'll give you my whole world, including the family that has already become your biggest fan club. Jokes apart, seeing how wholeheartedly they've embraced you has made me realize how much of a blessing it is to have found someone like you. You've been nothing but sincere, loving, respectful, and kind. And I know that none of this is an act, you're truly this genuine, and that's what makes it even more special. You've touched their hearts not with grand gestures, but with your goodness, your warmth, your values. That's not something you can fake. That comes from who you are, and it speaks volumes about how you were raised. I salute not just you, but your entire family for nurturing such a beautiful soul. I can't wait to build a life with you, knowing that my family already sees you as one of their own. With you by my side, I know we're going to create something truly special, a home full of love, laughter, and deep-rooted bonds. Thank you for being everything I hoped for and so much more. There was a time in my life when I genuinely believed that everything was within my control. I used to think that if I meticulously planned every aspect of my life, nothing could surprise me. I was convinced that hard work, discipline, and perfectionism were the keys to avoiding failure, disappointment, or chaos. I poured my energy into trying to perfect every detail. I obsessed over things most people wouldn't even notice. I believed that if I could just stay a few steps ahead of life, I could outsmart uncertainty itself. But life, as it turns out, has its own rhythm. It doesn't follow our carefully laid plans. It has a way of throwing unexpected events at us, situations that unravel everything we believed to be true. And when those moments arrive, they shake us to our core. That's exactly what happened to me. A single incident turned my entire world upside down. Everything I had so carefully built, my sense of direction, my rigid expectations, and even my identity, suddenly felt uncertain. I found myself lost, unsure of what to do, and overwhelmed by emotions I couldn't control. The ground beneath my feet, which once felt so stable, now felt like shifting sand. And for the first time, I had to confront the painful truth: I was not in control. What made it even harder was realizing how inflexible I had become in my thought process. I wasn't just a planner, I was rigid. I wanted everything to happen a certain way, and I couldn't accept it when things went differently. I had become so attached to the idea of perfection that I left no room for growth, spontaneity, or change. I was stubborn, unwilling to adapt, and constantly resisting the natural flow of life. However, in that painful moment of being lost, I found the greatest lesson life could teach me: the importance of flexibility. I learned that it's okay not to have all the answers. I learned that letting go is not weakness, it's wisdom. Life showed me that being open to new experiences, new ideas, and even failures is essential for growth. I realized that we don't always lead our lives, sometimes life leads us, and that's okay. In hindsight, I am deeply grateful for the experience that shattered my illusions. As painful as it was, it forced me to reevaluate everything I believed. It shook me from the inside and made me realize the mistakes I had been making for so long. I had been living with unrealistic expectations, not only from life but from myself and others. I had forgotten how to truly live. This experience taught me how to surrender. It showed me that I need to stop holding on so tightly to things I can't control. It taught me that people are temporary and that we cannot base our happiness on someone else's presence, validation, or love. People come and go, and tying our joy to their behavior only leads to suffering. I had to learn to find contentment within myself. I also discovered a strength within me that I never knew existed. For the first time, I realized that I am not weak. I am capable of withstanding far more than I ever imagined. No matter how dark or complicated a situation may seem, it eventually passes. Time, patience, and perspective heal more than we give them credit for. I've learned that nothing stays the same forever, pain doesn't, and neither does joy. Everything is in constant motion, and we must learn to move with it. Another powerful lesson I gained was the importance of gratitude. I became more aware of the blessings I already have: family, friends, health, and even the quiet moments of peace. I started appreciating the present rather than constantly trying to perfect the future. I understood that worrying about what comes next steals away the beauty of what we have now. And the truth is, no one knows what will happen tomorrow. We can plan, hope, and dream, but the only real moment we have is this one. Today, I feel like a completely different person. I am calmer, more grounded, and far more accepting of life's uncertainties. I've stopped stressing over things that are beyond my control. If someone doesn't talk to me, I no longer feel rejected. I don't run after people for their attention or approval. I no longer feel the need to prove my worth to anyone. Instead, I've turned inward and found something far more valuable, a deep sense of self-love. I've fallen in love with who I am, flaws and all. I understand now that I am important, and I don't need anyone else to make me feel complete. I don't need external validation to feel happy or whole. I've learned that true peace comes from within, and once you find it, no one can take it away from you. In learning to let go, I've truly found myself.